Okay, you learned about the 5 steps of the marketing funnel, but where in the funnel should you focus? To find that out, you need to determine what your top line goal is. What is the number one goal of your business above all else? Take a moment to think about that right now. Okay, now what if I asked you to improve that metric right now? Would you know where to start? Probably not. It's probably a little overwhelming. So let's look at an example. Let's say that you're a subscription SaaS business and your top line goal is monthly recurring revenue coming from customers. That's a big goal, so if we break that down, we can see that monthly recurring revenue is made up of new customer revenue in a given month plus existing customer revenue in a given month. And we can further break down new customer revenue into number of leads times your lead conversion rate times the average monthly spend of those new customers. And we can further break down leads into the amount of traffic coming to your website every month times your visitor conversion rate into a lead. Existing customer revenue is made up of the number of customers you already have, which is related to new customers coming in, your retention rate, and their average monthly spend. So this diagram here is called a goal tree, and it's really useful because it allows us to see what all the inputs into a big lofty goal are. Metrics at the top are more important to us, but they're much harder to impact. It's pretty hard to figure out how we might impact monthly recurring revenue in a given month. However, on the bottom, metrics like traffic in and of itself aren't super important to the business, but it's pretty easy to come up with ways to increase traffic in a given month. So where do these metrics fall into the funnel? So if we see that traffic is a problem for us right now, we know that we should be looking at that through an acquisition lens. Visitor conversion rate would be more of an activation problem. Retention, of course, a retention problem. Metrics like average monthly spend and lead conversion rate, we can start to use some revenue playbook items to address that. And finally, referral is going to be influencing traffic because if more of our customers are inviting their friends, then that's going to increase our traffic. So you have all these inputs, but what should you prioritize? One way to do this is by using the ICE model developed by Sean Ellis. So that stands for Impact, Confidence, and Effort. For impact, think about what is the current state of some of these metrics and how much do you think you can realistically improve them? This is going to take a little bit of intuition. Also, what's the ceiling on any improvement? Sometimes when you work on improving a certain metric, you get diminishing returns as you try to improve it further. For confidence, think about how likely it is that you'll be successful in improving a metric by doing X, Y, or Z. Sometimes you're trying something new and novel and you're not sure if it's going to work. You should factor this into your decision. Finally, for effort, think about the resources required to have a meaningful impact on this metric and how long it will take. Sometimes something will require so much effort that you'd rather just focus on more low-hanging fruit that will show results in a shorter amount of time. Finally, we can build a quantitative model to see what would happen to our top-line metric if we were to impact some of these inputs over the next 6 to 12 months. Let's take a look.